But I saw that the parents of this missing child did an interview. Rose actually posted it on Twitter, and people have been asking me to cover the story for a while. And I figured, why not now? The interview dropped. We're gonna first start by looking at two press conferences. One from 4 days ago. They show maps and stuff, so for all the new people, including myself, can watch that. About 10 minutes. Then we'll watch a short one that came out today that they scaled back the search, and then we'll watch the interview with the parents. And I just want to show this in the flyer. They say he's autistic. Testing. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh no. Testing. Testing. Check. Mic check. Mic. Testing. Oh, there it is. Whoa. What in the heck was that? Is it still funky? Testing. That's weird. Still messing up. Check. Mic check. I wonder if it's this mic that's going bad. Testing. Amazing. Okay. How's that? How about now? Gold teeth when I smile. Amazing. Perfect. I love when there's like some type of. I talked for 2 minutes. I should have looked at the chat first. Like the mic settings are all jacked up all of a sudden. All right, I think we're okay though to do the stream. I'll figure out all the other stuff after. All right, so the stream is about this 15-year-old boy that went missing February 26, 2024. His parents dropped an interview today, I believe. I saw Rose post it on Twitter. And I've had multiple people asking me to cover the story. By the way, I saw Diamond in the chat. Hope you're doing good. I had multiple people asking me to cover the story. And I figured, why not now? Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, 15 years old. It said that he's autistic. An endangered child alert has been issued on behalf of the Sumner County Sheriff Office for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. 15, 5 feet tall, 120 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Sebastian was last seen February 26 in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee, wearing black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. Sebastian has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. We are going to watch two press conferences. One that's kind of short. This is 11 minutes. The other one's like 2 minutes. Then we're going to watch the interview. And it said that he left his house with a flashlight in the early hours of February 26. He was reported missing by his parents at 6:30 a.m.
We want to get to this breaking news right now. I'm Mark Kelly from the WKRN.com alert desk. We're expecting any moment right now an update on the search for that missing teenager, Sebastian Rogers. Let's listen in live.
Here in a few moments, I'll go through some slides and show you what we've done over the past 4 days of searching. Really wanted to come to the community and ask for your help. We need you to search your properties every day, morning and night. If there's a shed or a crawl space or up under your mobile home or a tarp that's in your yard, check it every morning and check it every night. Look for any details that something has been disturbed. If there's a shirt that was there today that wasn't there yesterday, notify us. You can really help us by searching your own property twice a day. Like I said, we're operating under the assumption that Sebastian walked off, and we really need your help to ensure that he is brought home safely.
Okay, and when Chief talks about searching your homes, if you've got a farm, we're well aware that the tendency to follow creeks is great, and we've actually done some case studies, some history on calls and searches in the past where young men or young women have traveled to creeks. So we want you to look at creeks. We want you to look at ponds, and if you look at a pond, look for foot tracks around the pond. And then we'll go into, when Chief's ready, we're going to go into pictures, and we'll show you our operational periods and the maps that we use to track our searchers. Okay, so this is day one, and all of the rings you see are a fixed-wing aircraft, TBI's fixed-winged aircraft, and they use a FLIR, and they do a continual circle on a 2-mile ring.
They even, just to sidestep for a second, I was watching this earlier, they even brought the Tennessee Guard out there to help out. This was 10 hours ago. Actually, this is a good video because you can see some of the surrounding area, like what it looks like. Really loud though. So massive search going on. I don't know too much of the details, and I haven't watched the parents' interview. I'm very curious to see.
And the video quality and the pictures that they produce are amazing. And the lines that you see that are going all over the place, the green and the purple and the blues, those are helicopters, THP Metro. And then all of the lines in the middle, when you draw that in, those are our foot searchers. So in the first 2 days, we logged over 2,000 miles of personnel on foot doing searches in those search areas. If you want to go to the next page. So that's day 2, and you can see we're continuing to expand those search areas, and you'll see clues, you'll see markers. If a searcher finds something, they mark it. We send a detective or detectives to that scene or to that area. And if they find evidence, we haven't found any evidence. And but if they find something that they think is substantial, CID investigates it. Go on to the next day. That's the next day TBI was back. That second day we had really bad weather with rain, and so these are the rings from TBI again, and they did some almost tri-oval type figures when we were looking at particular areas, and they were looking at streams at that time, and a lot of helicopter, and then more ground troops, and then we got one more day, and then today we're expanding west, and you can see those areas that personnel are searching. And so what we do is we get them in, and we've got an app that they utilize, and they create tracks, and you can see the tracks in those sections as they do the search. And we've got several other things going on. We're utilizing drones, K9, and UTVs, ATVs, horses, aircraft, and anything at our disposal to get Sebastian located.
Like Director Widener said, what you didn't see on there was any drone track. The drones aren't tracked on Sartopo. What you didn't see on there were several assets that didn't have the app that day. So what you're seeing is what we know we have tracked. Like I said, we're operating under the assumption that Sebastian walked off. We have no evidence to disprove that. The family has been nothing but cooperative with law enforcement in our investigation. We are truly operating under the assumption that there's a child missing that needs our help. So if the public is out there and you have a house close by or not close by, right? check your property twice a day. If you find something, call us. If you have trail cams out on properties that you hunt, check them. If there's an image that you think could be Sebastian, call us. Anything, any tip that you have, call us. We want to bring Sebastian home.
And when the chief says, even if it's not right here, so I actually spoke to the incident commander of a search operation that happened west of here, and a 14-year-old went missing and was found 9 days later, 6.2 miles from home. So we're looking at, we don't want to go out too far, too fast, but even if you live in Davidson County, if you live in Robertson County, if you live anywhere in Sumner County and adjoining counties that you think he could have made it to your property, search those creeks, streams, tributaries, ponds, barns, outbuildings, vacant homes, anything, any place that you think he could be.
One tip, if you're searching your property, is to search it in pairs. If we have aerial assets up and they see someone walking alone through a field, we're going to deploy resources to make sure that is not Sebastian. Secondly, if you're out searching your field and something happens to you, someone needs to be able to call for help and tend to you while we're on the way to help you. So if you're searching, please search in pairs and be safe.
What's the weather been like to possibly affect the search?
Weather, our primary concern with weather is for Sebastian. So the rain that we got and the cold temperatures yesterday and into last night gave us concern for hypothermia. But for rescuers, we put rain gear on when we go. Our mounted people, we're using a lot of tactical officers at night with FLIR or with night vision. And so our search personnel, the weather does not bother them. They go and they're going to perform the search. We're looking at rain tomorrow. The temperature is going to stabilize a little bit. 245 and 17 are feeding us weather on request, and National Weather Service is working with us every day, sending us information if anything changes. So,
Chief, I know you guys had asked for doorbell cam and surveillance camera. Have you guys been able, since Sunday night, Monday morning, been able to actually put eyes on Sebastian? Has any video actually shown him walking?
We have had several clips that have come in. Several of them we've been able to dispel that's not Sebastian on that clip. We are still working every lead that comes in. So as the video comes in, our detectives, we're working really well alongside the TBI and all of our other law enforcement partners in the region to make sure that we're getting on them just as quickly as possible.
But there hasn't been one video that you guys have had that you said that's...
There is not a confirmed sighting of Sebastian on camera.
Gotcha.
Was any of the canines able to pick up on his scent or something that can lead you to maybe a direction where he might have been?
We've done that. We've actually cast the dogs at intersections to see if they take us. And our dogs are scent specific, and we have scent articles from the home, and they have not. We have gotten some tracks away from the home, and we haven't had anything that leads us to Sebastian, obviously.
You mentioned that you've covered about 2,000 miles, correct? What's the word on the...
Yeah, how far could this kid have gotten? Wow. But for the people that are just joining, this is a new story for us. And so I'm watching this press conference first, the 4 days ago, because it showed us the maps and stuff. I thought it'd be kind of useful for all the new people. And then we're going to watch the short one that came out today, about 8 hours ago, because they scaled back, which to me, I don't know, when they're scaling back, doesn't sound good. And then we're going to watch the family. The parents had just spoke with the news, I think today. So an interview that just came out. So I wanted to kind of catch us up first.
The amount of volunteers and people helping.
We'll address that later. We still got plenty of, and what you got to understand is span of control and manageability. And I know there's a lot of talk out there. You know, you need to get more people out there, but we've got to do it coordinated, and we've got to be able to monitor and ensure the safety of our searchers. So right now we've got so many public safety assets that we can track and we can communicate with that we are in good shape right now. And
that's a good point too, Nula 3095. I was talking to somebody about this. I have a cousin that's autistic, and they say autistic kids. This kid, they say he's autistic, I believe, and some of them tend to be attracted. I don't know if it's all of them. I think generally they say they're attracted to like water. So I think that's why she's saying about checking the waterways, maybe. It says there's signs and symptoms of autism spectrum disorder. Water. I meant to put water. No one knows why children with autism tend to be attracted to water, but many experts think that it has to do with the glimmer of light on the surface of the water or the comforting sensation of being surrounded by water.
And we are discussing the possibility of going into volunteers.
We have begun the conversation of coordinating with local volunteer groups. Should we need them, there's a plan in place. What I don't want is to have 1,000 people out in the woods, someone get injured, and now we have to deploy resources to them that should be deployed to get Sebastian home safely. As of right now, I've talked to the FBI, I've talked to world-renowned detectives from the Middle Tennessee area, and every one of them has said we're doing everything that we should be doing. We're doing everything that we can. I'm open to ideas. If someone's got an idea that we're not applying yet, let me know. I'll apply it.
Do you know how many hours, how many miles you guys have clocked in and searched so far?
2,000 by foot the first 2 days. We're not tracking hours now. We'll put all that together. We'll do an after action report. But now we're going through the day, preparing this afternoon for tomorrow. We've got a team that's doing that. We've even got the tax assessor's office working with us on additional mapping for streams and creeks that we want to make sure we're covering. And I'll tell y'all, we're hitting streams and creeks heavy. So that's something we need done is creeks, streams, tributaries checked, because the watershed from the Tyree Springs area coming down in here, one thing I've learned about autism is the stamina, the pain threshold, the drive in these men and women, young boys and young girls is greater than ours, okay? So the particular case in northern Mississippi and West Tennessee, this young man walked until he passed out. And when they got to him, he was laying face down and they were like, oh my, but he was unconscious. And they've done stories on him. And so that's something we're looking at, and we urge people to get out and check those locations. A lot of farms in Sumner County, a lot of creeks in Sumner County, check them.
I hate to cut you guys off, but I'm really focused on getting Sebastian home, and we need to get back out and make sure we're doing everything we can. I really appreciate you guys being here and covering the story, and as soon as there's an update, I'll let you know. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's keep it moving. I want to just really short clip, and then we'll get to the parents' interview. This is 2 minutes. This came out today, so I'm just kind of taking us a little bit through some of the time.
Chief Deputy here, joined by Ken Weiner, the Director of Sumner County EMA. Wanted to come to the public and give you guys an update on the search for Sebastian Rogers. Last Monday morning at about 6:30, Sebastian was reported missing from his home. Since then, we've conducted an extensive and exhaustive search around the home, looking for any evidence, any trace of Sebastian. At this time, the decision's been made to scale back on the ground search operations. Let me be clear that this does not diminish our commitment to finding Sebastian. This is simply us transitioning from the ground search to the investigative side. We are still committed to finding Sebastian and bringing him home safe. We have no leads, no details to indicate that Sebastian is not alive. We are going to follow up on every lead. We have a planned response if anyone has a sighting of Sebastian. Our patrol deputies will be out. Our investigators will be out. We are still coordinating with law enforcement across the state. We are still consulting with experts. This decision does not come lightly. We have consulted with, and I've deferred to the experts in search and rescue. Every time we've asked, they've said you've done everything you can do. At this time,
so apparently the interview is with the mother and stepdad, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll continue to have a command post at the fire station there. We won't man it 24/7, but we will have K9 units in the area. We'll have teams ready to go. The sheriff's office will have deputies on patrol, and if we get any report, we'll respond to that location. We'll send K9 to that location and search teams should we get any information. So we will continue, and any tips we get, we will reactivate to the level we need to respond with.
I'd like to take a moment and thank all the first responders from across the state of Tennessee that have come out and helped us in the search for Sebastian. They've come from as far as Knox County. We've called in the State National Guard to help. The Army National Guard was here to help.
If there was a resource we thought we could utilize to help locate Sebastian, we've used it. And we will continue to do so based on the leads that come in. The Sheriff's Office continues to urge families to check your properties, to check your cameras. No detail is too small. If you have a detail that you think is important, please call 615-451-3838. Thank you.
Okay, let's check out the interview. Let's just start with this one, part 1.
So first, just express, I can't even imagine as a parent what you two are going through. How would you describe the situation right now? How are you coping?
We're on a constant roller coaster ride of helpless and hopeless and many other emotions all in one, and it's a never-ending roller coaster. It doesn't stop. It won't stop until he walks through the door.
I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Not anyone.
I know we're about keeping hope alive. I'm sure that's in there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna
Always.
come home.
He's gonna walk through that door. And this street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him, and
That boy's gonna have more friends than he knows what to do with when he comes home.
So here we are, 8 days now searching for him. Walk us through that Sunday night that he went missing. So walk us through, we've got so many people who really want to know, okay, how did this happen? So kind of just walk us through that night.
We were out and about that day. We were having a really good weekend. We got home. Everything was pretty normal. He was playing in his room. When I told him to go to bed, he did. He said, "Good night, Mom, I love you." Said good night to his puppies. A little bit later, I wound up going to bed, and when I woke him up for school, he wasn't there.
So in your mind, that's usually around what time? When do you normally wake up? Around 6 o'clock?
6.
So were you instantly thinking something's wrong, or were you like, he may just be already in the shower?
I took a
in the living room?
I took a second and walked through the house looking for him in case he'd gotten up and was trying to get breakfast or something, because he did that sometimes. About 3 minutes in, give or take, I was on the phone with my husband. I said, "I can't find him." He said, "What do you mean you can't find him?" I said, "He's not in the house."
And so at that point, is that when you call 911, or what's going through your mind?
While we were on the phone, and I was like, "Is he on the other side of the bed?" The normal places he may be in the house, and he wasn't. So I was like, "Okay, well, hold on a minute." And immediately after that, we called the sheriff's department and made the report.
I ran all over the house, outside, inside. I looked in every closet.
Within minutes, they were here. They responded within minutes, and here we go.
So you said you were on the phone with her, so
Yes,
you were not home.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I was at work. I'm a tower crane operator, and I was working in Memphis at the St. Jude Project. So it's, I have an earpiece in that talks to my phone. I have another earpiece in that does the radios. So when she was talking to me, it was like, what? I was confused. We talked about where he could possibly be, and then we went from there and led to calling the cops, and here we are now.
And within minutes, they're there at the home.
Yes, ma'am.
It was rapid fire. They had cars.
They
They had
lined
cars from here down to the
to the main
road,
road.
as far as I could tell.
So what's going through both of your minds? I mean, are we panicking? Is it this, oh, I think he's probably at a neighbor's house, or what are you thinking?
My son doesn't run. He's not a runner. He's never run away before. I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door.
I mean, he's a good kid. He's not a mischievous child by any means. But there's answers to questions that have no answers, or questions with no answers right now that we are searching for desperately, and we just don't have that.
She is a 1-year-old son.
Okay. That was part 1. Pull up part 2. Amazing. Part 2.
Is there anything that happened that day that you think back and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside? Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. He's, that morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood, he was behaving. It'd make more sense if we'd been fighting.
Or he'd been in trouble, but he hadn't been in trouble. So, I mean, the $1 million question, why did he go? And the other $1 million question is how.
What about social media? Was there anything that, anyone he could have contacted? I understand he was somewhat of a gamer, or what was he? There was a video game he loved, right?
Minecraft. He loves Minecraft. The game that he has is not online. He has the Switch. We don't, because of how social media can be, he doesn't have accessibility to communicate with folks on the internet.
I mean, we have a firm belief that we just don't feel that right now that he's capable of having that kind of responsibility. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, his phone is locked down, his computers, his gaming. He doesn't have a gamer tag. He doesn't have online capabilities with games.
We've combed every electronic. I
mean, we've cooperated with all the authorities as far as anything they've asked us to provide, we've provided, and still just don't have any answers.
Did he have any friends that could have possibly contacted him in some way on his phone?
All his friends at school have been questioned to my knowledge, and none of them knew anything.
So this big question mark, he's vanished.
Yes, ma'am.
And no one can figure out where or why. All right, so let's talk too about the relationship involved, because the biological father is very much involved in Sebastian's life as well.
Yes, ma'am, very much.
Right? And how would you describe that relationship, the two of them and the four of you?
It's relatively good. I mean, we talk regularly. He talks to his son on a regular basis, sees him on a regular basis. He's involved in school and therapy, and I mean, he didn't have any extracurricular activities, but I can tell you now, if he did, his dad would be in the front row.
In 2 different households, and the communication between the 3 of us is great. I mean, yes, we're just like every parent. We all have our disagreements, but in the end, we come together as a team and we work and we come up with solutions that as we best see fit. I mean, I'm almost in contact with him almost daily.
Let's talk about Sebastian. Tell me about Sebastian. How would you describe him?
Sweet, stubborn. He loves to help. He loves running, and he loves to play his games and his fidgets and Uno. Lord, that's one of his favorite games right now. Favorite color is green.
Does he love music?
Oh, God, he loves music.
Yeah.
An eclectic taste.
I mean,
An eclectic. I mean, from, as everybody knows, Eye the Tiger to Eddie Vedder.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently I think the police or the search people were playing Eye of the Tiger, hoping that maybe he would hear it.
Oh yeah, so we got Pearl Jam on one hand, we've got Survivor on the other over here, we've got Taylor Swift, and
he's got a big crush on her.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, country, rock,
no
classic.
hip hop. We don't allow the hip hop.
Well, he doesn't really
Well, I
get
say
into it
rap and
anyways.
things.
You mentioned he loved running. So, did he love the outdoors at all? I mean, would something outside that was somewhat outdoorsy be enticing to him or pull him outdoors?
He loves, like, when we were in California and the school had this lap thing to gain money. It was a fundraiser. And every year he was, I did this many laps. I mean, I've got t-shirts where they would write on his back. Every time the kids went around, they'd mark a mark on the back and they'd keep running. And he just had marks all the way across his back. He likes playgrounds. He hates being dirty. He don't like being dirty.
Yeah, he's not your tomboy style child where he goes outside and plays in the mud.
He loves animals, but he's terrified of bugs.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, even a fly, and he's like, oh!
Let's talk too, because he's highly functioning. I know.
Let's see, make sure this is the right part. Part 3. I'm not sure what part just played. Oh yeah, part 3. Okay, cool.
You all have described him as having a form of autism.
He does.
But describe that to our viewers
About
too,
that,
as far
9
as
Central, at 10 p.m.
his way of thinking of things, and maybe how determined he was about certain things, or his mindset.
He's got a stubborn mindset. If he believes it's this,
he gets on a one-man track, and he is just on it, and he is all about it.
but I mean, he's very smart. He can play chess. He can beat adults in chess.
Wow.
So
he loves playing games.
What about navigation? Like, did he have a sense of direction? Do you think he could have possibly even hitched a ride or gotten a ride on a bus or some sort of transportation?
that is a speculation that we don't have an answer for. Just directionally, he knows he could guide you from our house to his dad's house.
Yeah.
He could get from like this house, I think he can make it up to Culver's ice cream.
He can go to Culver's.
Oh, the boy loves
He knows
malt.
where Culver's is because Culver's has malt.
Uh-huh.
He loves malt, extra malt. Every time, extra malt.
Now, how far away does his dad live?
Clarksville. His dad lives up by Clarksville.
So he could guide someone all the way to Clarksville.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. So a pretty keen sense of direction, at least with certain things.
Familiar routes.
Yes.
Familiar routes. Okay.
Familiar routes.
I mean, if I took him another route going this way, he would not know it.
He goes up there so often that he knows how to get to his daddy's. We know that.
His dad works with him as far as, well, we're going this way, we're going that way, and keeps the same thing, and it works out. So,
Let's talk too, because earlier, Chris, you and I were talking, and you were saying that there are a lot of people who are harassing both of you. What of any of that do you want to address? What do you want to say to any of these people?
Just that you don't know. And I don't wish you to ever know.
I would say it like this. Everybody has an opinion. You know, and it's perfectly okay to have that opinion.
Would have been crazy. Or Gassy would say, everybody has an asshole or something. What's that saying? The opinion thing?
But you're not in this situation. You don't quite understand.
That would have been too much, though.
I wish people would step back, take a different, wide open view, and not assume what they know. It's just better to stick to the facts. If they have questions, all they have to do is ask.
And I pray genuinely that no one ever goes through this.
Just be kind to people. I mean, that's It's real simple.
Yeah. Opinions
You
like
know, all
assholes.
these
I'm like,
people
oh.
who have been talking, because I know this is part of the harassment. Is there anything you want to address about this child custody situation
Oh.
with the previous?
So I have a current case that is ongoing in another state.
Yeah, so those Facebook people really dig. So I guess they were saying, I guess he has other kids, maybe. All right.
We've requested that case to be sealed because there are some individuals who have taken upon themselves to put stuff out there that they don't quite know, which all they have to do is ask, I'll tell you. But because of that, you know, it has nothing to do with our son. It has nothing to do with the situation.
It probably doesn't. But she just did ask you, though. But I guess he's saying those people personally.
You know, I just, people would respect that and then keep an open mind. It's totally different.
If Sebastian was able to watch this, and maybe he's watching this as it airs, and if he is, what do you want to say to Sebastian? What do you want him to hear from you right now?
Oh gosh, that we love you so much and we want you to come home and you're not in trouble.
I guarantee you he is loved. And trust me, the open arms are waiting for him to come home. From every parent to every family members to probably everyone in the community. But there's no malice. We just want our boy home. Badly. But
That mama's heart, I know it's daddy's too, but I feel like there's always that extra special bond. Can you walk us through what you're thinking right now?
I just want my baby to be okay. I don't know where he's at. I don't know where he's at.
Let's talk about the community, because I want you all to know.
I got her in the woods.
Even my church body. I mean, we're all praying. We're all praying for his safe return quickly. What do you all want to say to the community?
Thank you.
with everything from the bottom of our hearts. I would not have imagined how far this has gotten, but there's no way to repay the gratitude, the love that we felt from the community, the prayers. But thank you.
But don't stop looking.
Yeah, please.
My son is somewhere.
This ain't over until he's home.
That's right. So we have, let's mention, let's get on the search itself, because we know thousands of miles have basically been traced and retraced. We've got hundreds, we've got volunteers, we've got law enforcement from within the state, from without, outside of the state. I mean, do you feel like they're doing as much as they can? I mean, you all have been right there in the front seat, seeing everything that's underway.
As far as I know, they're doing everything. Anything and everything has been an option. They have brought in assets and resources from various counties, potentially other states. I mean, I don't know how much more they could do, but we're grateful for everything they have done.
They're amazing, but they still haven't brought my baby back.
They will. They will.
He's out there somewhere. So it's one day at a time, getting through this and bringing him home.
Yeah.
What is the reaction to the fact that somehow his image, he hasn't been captured on any video anywhere?
I know that it was very dark that night. I mean, it gets dark around here at night in general, but so far we haven't found him on any camera footage to prove where he's at or where he's gone. I know that they're looking, and I went asking everybody and anybody that has cameras, trail cams, stores, to check, even from before he went missing, just to see if there's anything at all.
And I understand there was a request for video, any sort of footage of Sebastian from earlier in the day, on Sunday, before he disappeared.
That I don't believe we can comment on right now. That is not something that I believe we're privy to at this point with law enforcement. That is something I would definitely direct back to them. But, I mean, there's all kinds of requests out there. There's thousands of hours of video that they are combing, and we're just hoping they'll find something.
And I know this is so sensitive. What do you say to people who inevitably end up pointing their finger back at you? We were talking earlier, and I mean, are you both in the clear?
I can tell you that Mom, myself, and the father have worked very fully and cooperatively with all agencies across the board. We have anything that they've wanted, we have provided. So cooperation is there. I mean,
what do you want to say to our viewers? Anybody who's watching, we've got a lot of folks in this community and in other counties just throughout the state as well. What do you want to say to them?
Help spread the word and keep searching, and thank you. And just, if you think you see him, call him in.
Thank all the viewers, everybody that's helped from across the board. I mean, everybody has been tremendous.
Call his name.
Yeah.
He'll answer, and if he doesn't answer, he'll look, even if he's not being verbal at the moment, because he can talk, but sometimes he don't talk. Call his name. Tell him to stay put.
And he could be on the move, so keep checking your properties.
Yes. Like, the search is never over until he comes home. That is for sure.
So smart.
But thank you for everything that everybody has done, has volunteered, the continuous efforts. I mean, it's, like I said, I've never seen something to this magnitude before.
Our community is amazing.
We're all praying, hoping, and searching for Sebastian's safe return for that day. Thank you both for talking with me.
Okay. I don't know. I don't really think anything of the interview. Like, I didn't get any, I don't know, spidey senses. The other Florida case, I don't know, that mother just, I don't know why, I just felt off about her, but there's been a lot of stories of autistic kids going missing and found dead. Even recently, well, there was this girl in Florida. I don't think she was autistic, but there was a Florida girl that was found. That sound you heard in the back, everybody's like, "What is that? What is that? What's that?" That was this girl, 5-year-old girl, found out in the Florida swamp.
Yeah, she might be able to hear your name if you call her for now. She's going to be about, I would say, about 80.
Pretty wild. They got that girl. But there's other stories too of autistic kids going wandering or found dead by a canal.
Right now, maybe you got this as an alert on your WPTV app on your phone. A Belglade family mourning after a 5-year-old boy on the autism spectrum drowned in a canal. More information here. Our top story on WPTV.com. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office says Tioga Murphy Jr. was found in the water near Pioneer Park after an extensive search late last night. His family said the boy, who was nonverbal, loved water, went missing at about 6 in the evening. Officials say they found his body using sonar technology. Ashley.
There's a couple of them that are just, if you just type autistic child found dead, there's a whole bunch of different stories Oh, that's
Heartbreaking story now out of Brooklyn, where a 9-year-old boy with autism was found dead in the water behind a department store after he ran off on his own.
CBS 2's Lisa Rosner spoke with his mother.
Just to clarify, he doesn't even speak. Abida Sultan clutches onto the orange Crocs her son, 9-year-old Hasibul Nehan, wore when police say he jumped into the Erie Basin. Around 9 p.m. Wednesday, police say the boy, who is nonverbal and on the autism spectrum, went missing from the IKEA in Red Hook, Brooklyn.
We didn't know. We looking for the IKEA whole half an hour. I told them, look, check the camera, check the camera.
Authorities say he was last seen on surveillance walking out the back of the store, which leads to the Erie Basin. A large emergency response ensued with NYPD and FDNY drones, boats, divers, and a canine unit searching for Nehan. 3 hours later, his body was pulled out, and police say he was pronounced dead at the hospital.
We didn't think he can go into the river. He doesn't speak at all. That's why he couldn't call me. Ma, help me.
The family says there was a nanny assigned to watch over the boy, but he ran away in what felt like a split second.
He was watching. He just jumping. I told him let him jump little bit, but watch him. Then suddenly he jumped and ran away.
Sultan says he has an affinity for cartoons, candies, and bodies of water.
He ran away all the time for candy. We found him. I thought I'll find him again.
Sultan said she planned to show him the water after the family shopping trip. The family shared this video of Nehan at a birthday. He would have turned 10 in October. Police say no criminal charges are expected. In Red Hook, Brooklyn.
So, yeah, there's a bunch of stories like that online. You can find very recent stories. There was one story too, autistic kid covered a while back. I forgot his name. Doesn't come to my mind right now, but for a long time he was missing, and I think people have thought it was the parents, and I don't think they were involved. I think I think they found him in a canal too. I forgot the name of that kid. I don't know if anybody knows in the chat. It slipped my mind. At 10 o'clock, there's supposed to be, I don't know if they're going to post it. The biological father of Sebastian is supposed to be doing an interview, I think, with Fox. I don't know if we just want to hang around for a few minutes to see if they post it. I don't know if it's going to be live or what. Fox 17 Nashville, is that the channel? Fox 17 Nashville, they got a YouTube page. I don't know if they have like a live TV thing. Let me see if I can find them on Twitter. See if they say anything there. What the heck? Oh my god.
Get on your knees right now!
Oh my god.
Damn! What the fuck?
You guys gotta see this. Oh wait, but is this person dead though? What is this? What's going on over here though? There's somebody laid out. I don't know if that person's dead or not, or she just laid out. Oh, I think she just got down, bro. This is wild. I don't know what this is. Beautiful Messy Ball tagged me in this. I don't know why that person's just laying there like that, not moving. Let's see. Oh, this is really full. No, it's not the full video. I just don't want to. I want to make sure that woman's not dead. I don't think she is. Nobody says she's dead. I think that lady's just laid out with her hands up, not wanting to move. Let's show you guys. Check this shit out.
Get on your knees right now!
Damn! What the fuck?
So stupid. What's this cop doing?
Girl, I thought you had a part.
Get on your knees right now!
Damn! What the fuck?
So dumb. I feel like I need the story to this. I don't know what happened. Somebody said me trying to play it cool and act normal in a tense situation. Jesus Christ. Oh, I hear the cat. The cat's at my door again. This cat comes every night now. You did hear something? I guess I'm just hearing shit. You know when you have kids and you just start hearing babies scream. You have a newborn. I don't know hooks there having you get a newborn baby and then you're crying, and then all of a sudden the baby's not even crying. You just randomly hear like a baby cry. You think your baby's crying. There's nobody there. The baby's fine. I swear I heard. So let me see if they're gonna post this. Yesterday I fed the cat. The cat showed up yesterday. I fed it, and a couple days before too. Let me see. Let me see if Rose. I don't know. Let's see if Rose posted it. No, I don't see nothing there. Are you watching me, Rose, right now? Do you know where this link is at? There's something else too we got to talk about, but you know what? We might as well do it now, since we have time, I guess. So, Alice said, "Don't ever show the girl." No, I'm not doing that. No sound? You can hear it, right? Okay, good. Yeah, I did feed the cat. I did. All right, so let's do this while we wait, because we got like 5-6 minutes. I don't know if they're going to post it instantly. I wanted to talk about this real quick. Did you guys hear about this, Ish? So apparently, Osceola sheriff accidentally post possible crime scene photo on Instagram. It's being said. What is that? Oh, it's the tablet. Oh, I'm hearing this shit again. Osceola sheriff accidentally posed possible crime scene photo in Madeline Soto case. I heard that allegedly it was like a naked, possibly naked photo. Dude somehow posted on Instagram. The Instagram account for the Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez posted a confidential crime scene photograph on Saturday morning, which the agency later said had been inadvertently shared with the public. I hope it wasn't that, but that's what the word is. Supposedly it was a crime scene photo. It was her body. Supposedly, that's what I heard. Former Osceola County Sheriff Russ Gibson, who was running against Lopez in 2024, said the photograph depicted the body of the 13-year-old Madeline Soto, who was found dead. The clothes seen in the photo are consistent with the outfit Soto was believed to be wearing when she was missing on February 26th. In response to the questions from News 6, Osceola Sheriff's officials did not dispute the photo stemmed from the Soto investigation. A caption below the photograph stated, "Great day with our seniors," followed by an emoji with a smiley face. Earlier today, a post was made on social media about the community event for seniors. An unnamed Osceola County spokesperson said in an email to News 6 on Saturday, in the post, an investigative photo was accidentally included. The photo was immediately removed. We deeply apologize for any confusion or disturbance this may have caused. As with any investigation, the information is confidential and any mistake disclosures will be immediately rectified. They did a response. The Osceola County Sheriff's Office did not respond to questions inquiring why the person who posted the Instagram photo was in possession of confidential investigative photo. The crime scene photo was posted on Instagram this morning. Nerva Rodriguez, a civilian sheriff's office employee, shared a photograph of her personal Facebook page posing with Steven Stearns, the prime suspect. The selfie-style photograph was taken as Stearns walked out of the door at the Osceola County Jail Friday morning after being booked on charges of sexually battering, all that stuff. If God's love has been poured out over your life, don't allow evil to keep you away from what he has prepared for you, a caption above the photo of Stearns and Rodriguez stated. The Facebook post included a hashtag Nerva Rodriguez. Rodriguez is the executive director of the Sheriff's Office, a non-law enforcement position that oversees multiple divisions, including media services. The division is responsible for running an agency's social media accounts and providing information to news organizations. Rodriguez's Facebook post was deleted shortly after News 6 began inquiring about it on Saturday. So these people were posing with this guy. Can you believe that shit? Cat's name is Shannon. Thank you for the 5, Chris. Cat's name is Shannon. Want me to call the cat Shannon? Posing with this guy. Orange Osceola State Attorney Andrew Bain said his main focus is getting justice for Soto. I'm deeply disturbed that the photos were carelessly made public, albeit as an accident, according to a statement by the Osceola County Sheriff's Office. Bain said in an email to News 6, while I do not believe these photos will have any evidentiary impact on the case, as of now, they were released in poor taste. News 6 legal analyst Stephen Kramer said the two social media posts could potentially impact the criminal case. You have a confidential crime scene photo that is protected under Florida law that deals with a dead minor that's now been released to the public. That could affect the investigation and prosecution of the case, the defense of the case, and could also affect a potential jury pool. According to Kramer, the social media post may increase the chances that the trial could be moved to another city. There's going to be a potential argument from the defense that the release of the photo taints the jury pool, so you might see a motion to change the venue. Florida law prohibits releasing photographs depicting killing a minor, including images or videos of a minor's body, except to the surviving parents. A government official who willfully and knowingly disseminates such confidential photos violating Florida law could be charged with a third-degree felony, punishable by up to 5 years in prison. There's no indication that the Osceola County Sheriff's Office employees intentionally posted the crime scene photo, but Kramer said the Instagram post showing the crime scene could open the sheriff's office to a civil liability. You've got a grieving family that's suffering, and you may see an argument that this photo, even if it wasn't intentional, the release was negligent. And as a result, you may see a claim for damages and a lawsuit from that. Wow. Mamma mia. I bet you it's probably all here in the video, but let's see. Let's check it out.
Girl's murder. We're working to figure out when he could be facing more charges. Stephen Stearns is the girl's mother's boyfriend. Right now, he's charged with sexual battery and child pornography. Investigators think instead of dropping Madeline Soto off at Hunters Creek Middle School last Monday, he killed her, threw away her backpack, and hid her body. Investigators later found her on Friday. And as Kissimmee police investigate Madeline Soto's murder, there are new questions tonight about social media posts published by a different law enforcement agency.
So over the weekend, employees at the Osceola County Sheriff's Office posted a crime scene photo and a selfie with the prime suspect in Soto's disappearance. News 6 investigator Mike DeForest joins us now. And Mike, you just heard from prosecutors about this.
That's right. I just received a statement from State Attorney Andrew Bain, who will be prosecuting the case. He says, in part, I'm deeply disturbed that the photos were carelessly made public. While I do not believe that these photos will have any evidentiary impact on the case, as of now, they were released in poor taste. Late Friday afternoon, Osceola County Sheriff's deputies discovered the body of 13-year-old Madeline Soto in a wooded area. On the very next morning, on the official Instagram page for Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez, someone posted a photo that appeared to show a close-up view of the crime scene.
That's probably an accident. Probably was an accident given the caption and the hashtags. But at the same time, I thought what the statement in the article said, why does this person have this on their device? Sorry, I realize my mic is picking up all this background stuff. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Is that better? All right. Oh, man. Well, we'll just have to deal with this for now. I'll figure it out after. All right.
News 6 has blacked out that image. But the photo caption, which reads, "Great day with our seniors," suggests the posting was unintentional. In a statement issued Saturday afternoon, the Osceola County Sheriff's Office said, quote, "Earlier today, a post was made on social media about a community event for seniors. In the post, an investigative photo was accidentally included. The photo was immediately removed. We deeply apologize for any confusion or disturbance this may have caused. As with any investigation, the information obtained is confidential, and any mistaken disclosures will be immediately rectified."
That could affect the investigation and prosecution of the case, the defense of the case, and it could also affect the potential jury pool.
News 6 legal analyst Stephen Kramer says the photo's release may prompt a defense attorney to try getting the trial moved to another location. And he says it could open Sheriff Marcos Lopez up to civil liability.
You've got a grieving family that's suffering, and you may see an argument that this photo, even if it wasn't intentional, the release was negligent. And as a result, you may see a claim for damages and a lawsuit result from that.
The agency has not disclosed whether Sheriff Lopez himself or another staff member posted the Instagram photo. That same morning, Sheriff's Office employee Nerva Rodriguez posted this photo on her personal Facebook page.
Well, that's not too bad. But I thought she was like maybe standing with him, like they were like, she had her arm around him or like something like that. You know, I don't know. But I guess it's inappropriate.
It shows Rodriguez posing in front of Stefan Stearns, the prime suspect in the teenager's disappearance. The caption reads, "If God's love has been poured out over your life, don't allow evil to keep you away from what he has prepared for you." The post includes the hashtag Nerva Rodriguez. Rodriguez is the executive director of the sheriff's office.
Yeah, executive director, huh? Born and raised in Puerto Rico. She is an industrial engineer who graduated from Polytechnic University of Puerto Rico.
A civilian position that oversees several departments, including the agency's social media. The photo was removed from Rodriguez's Facebook page after News 6 began asking questions about it. Rodriguez did not respond to my request for comment. A sheriff's office spokesperson said it could not answer questions about Rodriguez's Facebook post due to ongoing investigations.
Mm-hmm. Just like CPA, they use all that shit to their advantage. Oh, it's a... Oh, they got me. The feds. Oh, did I start the wrong thing? Oh, shit. Hope I did the right thing. Oh, there we go. We're back. Anyway, I think I am going to get off for tonight, though. And we'll follow up tomorrow. Tomorrow's James Crumley as well. Muted. I'm muted. Right? I'm not muted. I don't know. The connection just dropped for some reason. Feds. Internet overlords. All right, but yeah, I'll call it for tonight, I guess. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I don't know what to think about Sebastian. It's possible. I mean, it happens all the time. Very plausible that
people want answers.
Ran away. I don't know, but they did a massive search though, massive search. So I don't know. He's still not found. It's like almost 2 weeks later now. The feds. So, all right, man. I guess I'm gonna get off for now then. You guys have a good night. Oh, is it black? Black screen? Oh, there you can see me. Good night, guys. Take care. Peace. Love you. Bye. Bloop, 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 bloop. Boop, 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 boop.